Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. So we are going to continue with our old friend Superman. So the next mission we'll play is Green Lantern's Light, level 21 mission. So let's start our old friend here.
Greetings. The Green Lantern Corps is tasked with keeping intergalactic order, but there's something interfering with our rings. We suspect the murderous Sinestro Corps. Help us defeat their yellow power of fear, and the Corps will not forget your efforts.
So we're going to be fighting a whole bunch of evil yellow lanterns. Let's see. Let's select the mission.
This is Superman. I'm glad to see you've joined the fight against Sinestro. According to Green Lantern, whatever's disrupting their power rings is here in Metropolis. Until they find it, it's up to us to take out Sinestro's vanguard and help the Corps. Their rings draw on pure willpower. See if you can lend some of yours.
So let's get out of here. So this is a portion where we fight a whole bunch of evil yellow lanterns, and we're going to help our friend the Green Lantern Corps. And there might be a mission that we can pick up as we exit here. I guess not. Sometimes there's a Green Lantern character here that gives the mission war, the ring war, or I forget the actual name. Let's see if I already have it. Fear versus Will. It's a PvP event that you can play in Metropolis once in a while. There's usually a warning telling people that the ring war is about to start. But we're not going to do that today. At least, I don't think we are. For the ring war, you have to complete the ring war battle in Metropolis, and then you have to defeat at least 5 players. And it is something you can do only once a day, if I recall correctly. Eons ago, in the past, we could replay the ring war as many times as we wanted, but at some point, they made it so that we can play the ring war only once a day. If we want to play it more than once a day, obviously we have to use replay badges. I guess it's one way they tried to monetize. One of the ways they tried quite a few ways actually to try to monetize PvP, and making the ring war or even the diamond heist in Gotham once a day seemed to be one of the options they took to be able to try to monetize PvP. It's sad, but that's how it is now. So it makes it more challenging to be able to get some of the feats. Like there's a feat to be able to complete the ring war. I don't know, 100 times, 1,000 times. I forget what the maximum is. But obviously, if you can only play it once a day, then it will take a while. So before we get started, as you can see, there is a side quest right here. So let's start our friend here.
So you're working with the Corps, huh? And without even a power ring. I got a few new Corps members who could use a dose of willpower to get them through Sinestro's assault. They're up on the rooftops. Can you show them how it's done?
So let's go to the rooftop and play that mission first, and then we'll come back down. So let's start our friend here.
Attack now!
So there's some evil constructs that will appear to try to attack our poor recruit.
You blasted ring!
Stay on target. So as you saw, there's 1 construct at first, then 2 constructs, and finally 3 constructs.
I don't know what's wrong with our rings. We need to pull back. Thanks for the assist.
Could have sworn it would be some Yellow Lantern constructs. Guess not. Been a while since I played this mission. So let's try and find ourselves another recruit to help out.
Blasted ring! This must be the Green Lantern Corps' doing.
As you can see, when the Eerie doesn't fly so much, but some of the characters sometimes when they fly way high, makes it a bit more challenging if you don't have a flying character to play this mission. It still can be done easily enough, but sometimes the constructs are in a place that's a little hard to reach if you're not a flying character.
What's wrong with you, cursed thing?
But in theory, you should at least have some form of long-range attacks to be able to attack them, even if you're not flying. So we completed this mission. Now let's see. Okay, we're good. Sometimes we have to go to the journal to complete our mission. Sometimes not. Also, before we get started, I often hear a lot of complaints from players saying that this mission is impossible to do because basically heroes and villains have objectives that are at odds. Heroes have to protect the recruit and defeat the Yellow Lanterns, and if you're an evil villain, you have to protect the Yellow Lantern recruits, and you have to defeat the Green Lanterns. So I often see players who complain that other players are stopping them from completing their mission. Never really happened to me, so I'm not sure what the whole thing is about.
Afraid yet?
Ironically enough, when the workaround is if somehow there's players who are stopping you from playing this mission because there's some sort of, I guess, player versus player aspect involved in competing for the different objectives. If somehow that happens, go to the PvP phase. Ironically enough, usually the PvP phase by now is deserted. So if you go to the PvP phase, there shouldn't be too many people bothering you, so it should allow you to be able to complete the mission easily enough. It may seem counterintuitive, but at some point they made some changes to how we gain access to the PvP phase, and it pretty much made it so that nowadays the PvP phase is pretty much empty. So if there are players that are preventing you from completing this mission in the PvE phase, switch to the PvP phase, and that might solve your issue.
Don't show any fear. They'll use it again.
But again, never really happened. I never had any issues completing this mission, so I'm always a bit perplexed when people are saying that they cannot complete the mission because other players are preventing them from doing so. So we just have to protect one more lantern, and then we'll have to defeat a whole bunch of Sinestro shock
Thanks for the assist. I'll stick with you until I'm at 100%.
There we go. So let us defeat a few more shock troopers, and we'll be done. Oh, I hear something. I'll go pick it up after.
Get them! I am going to put an end to Green Lantern's interference. Come out.
They're aiding the Sinestro Corps. Arrest them! Don't hesitate to ask for help. This is
Man under
insanity.
bounty, Green Lantern Corps. Usurpers of the rightful Manhunter place as the Guardian's right hand. Apprehend or destroy on sight.
So if you still need defeat for the 1000 healing barrels, no reason not to break the barrel. So let's go to our journal to complete our mission. Evil menu.
Any attempt to discuss the situation with Sinestro has failed. Against all the evidence, he's convinced the Green Lanterns are sabotaging his Corps' rings. Since he wants a fight, give it to him. The sooner we drain the charge from those yellow rings, the better.
So again, as you see, there's a side quest, so let's pick up the side quest
I
first.
assume you were sent by Superman? The Sinestro Corps is using an amplifier device to boost their rings against interference. You must disable those devices.
And let's go see our little friend. There's our friend Arkello over here, who's an evil Yellow Lantern. You don't want to go mess up with him. So I would, at this stage, I would stay away from Arkello, unless you have a full group, and even then. Although I don't think I have the wanted poster just yet, so there's no point in fighting Arkello until you can get the wanted poster.
You will pay.
So there's quite a few objectives right now. So we have to destroy the devices, we have to defeat the Sinestro member, we have to confiscate the alien weapons. So we have a few things we need to do. And of course there's investigations we can pick up.
Arkello Manhunter bounty. Dangerous criminal of the antimatter universe and confidant of the criminal Sinestro. Wanted dead or alive.
So we have to pick up the alien weaponry, as you can see. Defeat some Sinestro Corps members. So once you have all those objectives, now you just need to... oh.
Rings. Attack now!
Nah, that was too much. So sadly, even if you play Superman, you can't pull too many enemies. You have to be a bit careful sometimes. I got too close to a group of yellow lanterns, and it was too much for my poor little Superman. It's sad, but it happens. I strongly suggest don't try to fight more than 2 or 3 of them at a time. And sadly, as you saw, the cola I have right now, it doesn't really help me, heal me quite a lot. Not usually an issue. In this case, it's my bad. I attracted too many evil Sinestro Corps members. It happens from time to time. So let us go back. We're going to come in this area in just a minute, but let's go back to where we were before. So the sad thing is we're almost there. We only need 2 more weapons and 2 more evil yellow lanterns.
The only one sabotaging anything is you, Sinestro.
Not sure if we still need that device here. I guess not.
Problems on the Green Lantern Corps.
I guess not. So just 1 more weapon. Oh no, we still need the amplifier device. So as you saw, the yellow lantern can spawn a bit quickly sometimes. Oh, we got a new pair of boots. So let us go to our journal completer mission.
I'm watching the ring's energy signatures. It looks like something is blocking their usual power source, like it's trying to rewrite all of them somehow. Both Sinestro and Green Lantern Corps. But what?
So we got a new pair of boots and a new belt.
Sinestro's getting desperate. His Corps is capturing Green Lantern rings and holding them in yellow prison constructs to weaken the Green Lantern Corps. Free the rings. Even if the Corps can't use them, at least we'll get them out of Sinestro's hands.
And again, we have a side quest here.
Due
so let's
to the
pick it up
malfunction
first.
in our rings, we require your aid. Find a fallen manhunter. It will have a fear processor unit you can use to locate the rings of fallen yellow lanterns. Lock these rings inside our green prison constructs before they find a new bearer. Do not delay.
So we just grabbed the little Green Lantern, the yellow little manhunter head right here, and then we get started. So we have to grab these little
Ring
things here.
status report. Green Lantern 1512 deceased.
Ring status report.
Space sector scan
Sinestro Corps
15
member
Please here.
110.
for replacement. Ring status report. Green Lantern 804. Scan
let's go
804
over here.
initiated for replacement. Ring status report. Green Lantern 10.
Ring status report. Sinestro Corps member initiated.
Ring status report. Green Lantern 80.
Ring status report. Sinestro Corps member 482 deceased. Ring status report. Sinestro Corps member 541 deceased. Sector scan 541 for replacement.
Not sure why.
Take the Sinestro
Ring
Corps
status
and
report.
hold their evil
Sinestro Corps member 1107 deceased. Sector scan 1107 for replacement.
Ring status report. Green Lantern 1512 deceased.
Ring status report. Sinestro Corps member.
Ring status report. Green Lantern
Sinestro Corps
1066
member
deceased.
482 deceased.
Space sector scans.
So as you saw, there's a timer on the little thingy, and the timer goes pretty
Ring
quick.
status report. Sinestro Corps member 1107 deceased.
So there's little point in defeating like 12 yellow lanterns at a time. Just defeat one, grab the ring, and then defeat the next one.
Ring status report. Green Lantern 80. Ring status report. Green Lantern 1512 deceased. Space sector scan 151. Ring status report. Green Lantern 804.
Ring
deceased.
status report. Sinestro Corps member.
That was a weird glitch.
Status report. Ring status report. Sinestro Corps member 1107 deceased. Sector scan 1107 for replacement status report. Sinestro Corps member 482.
Ring status report. Green Lantern 1512 deceased. Space sector scan 1512 initiated for replacement. Ring status report. Ring status report.
Keep the Sinestro
Oh, and there's our friend Kilowog. Let's go and see him in just a minute.
Ring status report. Green Lantern 106. Ring status report. Green Lantern 804 deceased. Space sector scan 804 initiated for replacement.
Ring status report. Sinestro Corps member.
They did a pretty good job recreating our friend Kilowog. We don't see him all that often in DC Universe Online though. It's sad, but it happens. So let's see, we still need 5 more Sinestro Corps members to defeat, so let's go and do that. Let's go help our friend here. Oh, I guess too late, too late. It's pretty high. So sometimes with certain enemies, being a flank character is a pretty big help.
Sinestro Corps member 48.
Usually I would strongly suggest for your very first character, make it a flank character. It's a little bit more challenging sometimes to play an acrobat or a speedster.
Oh boy. I'm tracking a huge yellow light construct at City Hall. It looks like a giant fear generator. I'm alerting John Stewart. He'll meet you inside with the core.
So we got a new shoulder piece, so let's equip it. And let us go into the
Sinestro
Metropolis
has created a
Hall.
yellow fear generator construct to boost all of his malfunctioning rings. John Stewart and Select Corps will meet you inside to help take it out. Maybe then Sinestro will listen to reason, and we can locate the source of the real disturbance. Maybe.
So let's
But
go
I doubt
inside.
it.
So there should be a side quest at the start of the mission. So let's go pick it up. But there's those fear. These are the fear generator that were referred to in the little message.
Ah, one of the good guys. The Sinestro Corps is using remote fear generators.
Stay strong. We
Use
need
all your
reinforcements
will,
before we
Green
can
Lanterns.
take on that manhunter.
Take out that yellow fear generator.
So let's start the old friend here. Not sure who that's supposed to be. I have to admit, been a
Are
while
you
since
here
I
to
read
fight?
any Lantern comics.
Good. One of Sinestro's manhunters is just behind this door. He's been slightly damaged, so that may give us an advantage. Bring down the shield. We're heading in. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power. Green Lantern's light.
So there should be arteries. So we're gonna have to fight the evil Manhunter, but there's also a whole bunch of yellow lanterns with him. You can decide to take down on the yellow lanterns to try to remove some of the friends that are our Manhunter friend has with him. And let's grab the little investigation.
Manhunter bounty, yellow lanterns. Heralds of Sinestro, wielders of the power rings that concentrate fear. Destroy or apprehend on sight.
I could have sworn, oh, there it is. There's more than enough fear generators to complete the mission, so don't worry about missing out any. I could have sworn there was something we could do to help those hunter guards. I might be misremembering with the villain version
John
of the mission.
Stewart, Manhunter bounty. Aptitude for technology, and able to create elaborate light constructs. Wanted dead or alive on counts of aiding and abetting the Green Lantern Corps.
Afraid yet?
Strong Green Lanterns! John Stewart will join us for the final fight! Attack the Sinestro Corps! Show them Green Lantern's light!
If you guys are fan fans of the Justice League cartoon, you guys know Jon Stewart. We can't break it. So sad. As you can see, there's more than enough lanterns. So don't worry if you miss out one or two. And usually there's a little treasure chest. I guess it's not here today. Oh, actually there it is. Usually there's a little treasure chest. In case you didn't watch some of my previous videos, there's treasure chests in various missions. I think there's a feat to open like 1,000 treasure chests. So anytime you see those treasure chests, one, open them all to try to get the feat. But also usually there's a little reward within those chests. Like we got a pair of gloves, I think. Not a big upgrade, but it's better than nothing. And as you saw, we got the feat for opening 10 of them. So there's feats for opening 10, and I think it goes up to 1,000. But it's been a while, so I could be misremembering. But there's no reason not to open any treasure chest that you find.
I see through your protests. You fear Sinestro's power. You fear what's right. But you cannot stop the Sinestro Corps, and you will pay for this attempt to limit our power.
You're crazy if you think the ring malfunctions have anything to do with us, Sinestro. But then, reason was never your strong point. You want to fight, you got one.
They did a pretty good job recreating our friend Sinestro and Jon Stewart.
Coward, done so soon? Get up and fight!
So usually this fight goes in a few stages.
Burn! Burn in my light!
There we go. So once Sinestro is like that, nothing you really can do, so just fly around, try to avoid the blades, and you should be fine. And there's various barrels all over the place if you need to, so don't hesitate to use them.
Ring powering down, Sinestro? Or maybe your will to inspire fear isn't up to a real fight?
If you are so sure of your victory, why do I sense your fear?
Almost there. So let's pick our reward. Oh, the Sinestro gloves. We got lucky, I guess. We could go for the Evil's Might Ring, but let's go for the gloves. And let's talk to our friend Jon Stewart to kind of complete the mission.
That last assault should have drained Sinestro's rings near zero. Maybe now the lanterns can finally track the source of the original disturbance.
My ring is drained.
You did Metropolis proud, and the Green Lantern Corps as well.
This is not over, Lanterns, for fear dwells within us all.
So we were able to get Sinestro's gloves. Oh, let's skip. Usually I like watching these cinematics.
I was the greatest of the Green Lanterns. I brought law and order in the universe.
There we go. I have a video called DC Universe Online the movie or something like that. So if you want to see a whole bunch of cinematics, you could watch that video. So you can see we got a whole bunch of feats, and we got lucky. And I'm not sure how rare the Sinestro gloves are. They're semi-rare, I guess. And let's grab a little investigation. And that should be the end of it.
Sinestro Manhunter Bounty. Former member of the Green Lantern Corps. Now ruthless head of the Yellow Lanterns. Wanted dead or alive for counts too numerous to display.
So they did a good job recruiting our friend Sinestro and Jon Stewart, but I'm not sure why Sinestro was kind of glitching when there was the cinematic. I haven't really seen that happen before. Might be a new thing, or just might be this one time. I guess we'll never know. Until I play this mission again with some other character, maybe. So let's complete Beware My Power. And let's go back to Midtown, the Midtown police station to be able to collect our reward, or complete our mission. always a bit amazed at how relaxing it is to just fly around Metropolis. Although maybe it's just me. If you're a fan of DC Comics, I guess flying around Metropolis is a fun bit all of its own. I probably should be tired of that. I've been playing this game for what, 8 years now? 8 years and change. But I'm still getting a kick just flying around Metropolis or even Gotham from time to time. So let us go talk to our Green Lantern friend and complete our mission.
On behalf of the Corps, accept my thanks. Strangely, even with the fear generator destroyed, our rings are still erratic. We may need to call upon you again.
So finally, we got some origin augments. Let's dismiss. I'll show it to you guys next time. But in short, if you go all the way over here in this menu, you can see they've given us a whole bunch of augments that we can use for our character. I'll try to explain that in my next video. My next video will probably be a video about the augments. I'll show the augments, not just with this character, but I'll use also my multiverse character to be able to show you a few more augments. If you have any questions, let's level up. Let's complete the mission here. Building a power base. Let's gather that. So these are a bunch of mods and augments, and exobytes that we could use to fortify our augments. We'll take a look at that when I make a video about the augments. I think we got a new headpiece. Oh yeah. So next video, we'll talk about the augments. I'll show how the augments work. I'll show how you can upgrade them. And probably a few other things that I failed to recall right now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below. And I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this universe online at this point. So if I don't answer your question right away, just search in my videos. Odds are I've already made a video that answers your question. And that's pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.